I don't know. It be little clips like you see how like man him was talking and then somebody else talked like his crew. That's what get me up.
On March 1st, 2025, at Brooklyn's Barclays Center, two boxing titans are set to collide. Gervonta Tank Davis, the undefeated WBA lightweight champion, faces Lamont the Reaper Roach Jr., the WBA super featherweight champion, moving up a weight class. What does this mean for the future of boxing? Let's dive in.
Lamont is a good fighter. Like he ain't no slouch. Like I fought him in the amateurs, like, and it was good bump. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this to promote a fight. Like, Buddy can fight.
Let's take a closer look at the fighters who will battle it out in one of the most anticipated matchups of 2025. First up, we have Gervonta Tank Davis. He's the undefeated WBA lightweight champion with an incredible record of 30 wins, 0 losses, and 28 knockouts. Tank's knockout power is legendary. His ability to end fights with a single punch has made him one of the most dangerous boxers in the ring today. Just take his June 15th, 2024 victory over Frank Martin. In that fight, Davis showcased his explosive power, knocking Martin out cold in the 7th round. It's moments like this that have cemented Davis as a boxing sensation. As a southpaw, Tank fights from an unorthodox angle, making it even harder for his opponents to read his punches. His aggressive style, combined with lightning-fast reflexes and devastating power, has left many of his past opponents struggling to keep up. He's not just a power puncher, though. He's got a killer instinct that's helped him win nearly every fight in dominant fashion. Now, on the other side, we have Lamont the Reaper Roach Jr., the current WBA super featherweight champion. Roach's record stands at 25 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw with 10 knockouts. Despite having fewer knockouts than Davis, Roach has built a reputation for being a smart, technical fighter, someone who can outbox his opponents and stay calm under pressure. His most recent win came in June 2024, where Roach delivered a stunning TKO win over Feargal McCrory. Roach dominated the fight from start to finish, proving that he's not just a one-punch knockout artist. He's a well-rounded boxer who can adapt to any situation. Roach is an orthodox fighter, which gives him a more traditional stance. But what sets him apart is his technical precision. His jab is crisp, his movement fluid, and his ability to control the pace of a fight is second to none. Roach doesn't rush into things like some fighters. He's calculated, always looking for the perfect moment to strike. Two fighters with completely different approaches, but both are hungry for victory. Davis, with his raw power and aggressive style, faces Roach, a master of technical boxing and precision, who will come out on top when these two clash in the ring. As the fight draws nearer, the tension between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. is reaching its peak. The first face-off was held at the Barclays Center in New York, and the energy was undeniable. Both fighters walked into the press event exuding confidence. Gervonta Davis, known for his brash and bold demeanor, wasted no time in making his intentions clear. He stated, "I'm here to test Roach's chin." Davis wasn't just talking about his boxing skills. He was sending a message. His power, his speed, and his determination were on full display, signaling that he's prepared to take Roach down. No questions asked. On the other hand, Lamont Roach Jr. wasn't backing down. In fact, he made a strong statement about his mindset heading into the fight, saying, "I shouldn't be here if I didn't believe I'm gonna win." Roach's belief in his skills was evident, and he knew exactly what this fight meant. Not just for his career, but for his legacy. He wasn't intimidated by Davis's knockout reputation. Instead, he came across as someone who was ready to shock the world. The second face-off took place at Howard University's Burr Gymnasium in Washington, D.C., and the emotions were just as high. Lamont Roach Sr., Lamont Jr.'s father and coach, stood proudly beside his son, carrying the WBA super featherweight title belt that Roach Jr. earned through years of hard work and sacrifice. This wasn't just a fight. It was a symbol of their shared journey, from humble beginnings to championship glory. Roach Jr. couldn't help but reflect on the significance of the moment. With a hint of emotion in his voice, he said, "It's a dream come true." For Roach, this fight isn't just about winning. It's about proving to himself, his family, and the world that he has what it takes to rise to the top. And he's ready to make that dream a reality. As both fighters face off in these high-stakes confrontations, the world watches closely. The confidence from both sides is undeniable, but one question remains. Who will truly back up their words when the bell rings? The highly anticipated showdown between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont, the Reaper Roach Jr., will take place on March 1st, 2025, at the iconic Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. The venue is no stranger to hosting major boxing events, and it's the perfect location for what promises to be an unforgettable night of action. The main event is set to captivate fans worldwide. But that's not all. The undercard for this fight is just as exciting, featuring some of the best rising stars in boxing. First, we have Jose Rayo Valenzuela squaring off against Gary Antoine Russell. Valenzuela is a young, undefeated talent, while Russell is known for his explosive speed and skill. This will be a matchup you don't want to miss, as both fighters are hungry for a shot at a title in the near future. Next, we have Alberto Puello taking on Sandor Martin. Puello, a former world champion, is looking to bounce back from his last fight and re-establish himself in the mix for bigger bouts. Meanwhile, Martin has been one of the most consistent fighters in his division, and this bout could be a major stepping stone for his career. Lastly, the undercard features Yoenis Tellez facing off against Julian J-Rock Williams. Tellez is a promising up-and-comer, but J-Rock, a former world champion, brings years of experience and grit to the ring. This matchup promises to bring the heat and could be a sleeper hit on the night. For fans who can't attend in person, don't worry. This thrilling event will be available on PBC pay-per-view via Prime Video. You'll be able to watch all the action live from the comfort of your home, ensuring you don't miss a single punch of what's set to be an unforgettable night of boxing. As we approach fight night, both fighters have been hard at work in their training camps, fine-tuning their strategies and preparing for what promises to be a war in the ring. Let's start with Gervonta Davis. His recent training videos have gone viral, showcasing an impressive physique that has fans buzzing. The fighter, known for his devastating knockout power, has been focused and intense. His transformation has led to speculation, with some wondering if his current fitness level signals a potential retirement from boxing after this fight. Davis, however, has remained tight-lipped about his future, focusing all his energy on Roach. But you can't help but wonder, could this be one of his final chances to dominate the lightweight division? On the other side, Lamont Roach Jr. is equally determined and has been very vocal about his game plan. Roach's strategy is clear: test Davis's chin. He knows Davis's power is his greatest weapon, but Roach isn't intimidated. He's aiming to break down Davis's defense with technical precision, and he's not afraid to go the distance. Roach has stated time and time again that he's here to prove the doubters wrong, and he believes his well-rounded style will be the key to dismantling the Tank. The buzz around this fight is electric, but the public sentiment is far from unanimous. Davis's fans are unwavering in their belief that his knockout power will carry him to victory, with many seeing this as just another highlight reel finish for the undefeated champion. But Roach's supporters are just as passionate, arguing that Davis's choice of opponents has been questionable, and that Roach's technical ability will be the difference maker. They're confident that Roach can outbox Davis and show the world that there's more to winning than just raw power. With all this in mind, one thing is clear: there is no shortage of tension heading into this fight. The stakes have never been higher, and only one fighter can leave the Barclays Center victorious. As both camps stand firm in their beliefs, the question remains: who will emerge as the true king of the lightweight division? Let's start with Gervonta Davis. If he walks away with a victory, he not only solidifies his status as a dominant lightweight champion, but also continues to cement his place as one of the best boxers of his generation. With a flawless record so far, a win over Roach would be another statement in his legacy of destruction. But it doesn't stop there. A victory for Davis would likely set up future high-profile matchups with some of the biggest names in the sport. Fighters like Vasyl Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson would be next in line, each offering a unique challenge that could further enhance Davis's reputation. With these matchups, Davis would have the chance to not just defend his title, but unify the division and potentially dominate the lightweight class for years to come. On the other hand, if Lamont Roach Jr. pulls off the upset, he achieves something monumental. He becomes a two-weight world champion, an accomplishment few in boxing can boast. This victory would not only elevate his career, but also place him among the elite, securing his spot as a true threat in the lightweight division. Roach's win would send shockwaves through the boxing world, shaking up the current hierarchy. With his victory, he would instantly challenge the established order in the lightweight division, putting top contenders like Davis and others on notice. Roach would prove that his technical skills are more than enough to take on the big names, and suddenly, the future of the lightweight division becomes a lot more unpredictable. Whether it's Davis continuing his reign or Roach rising to new heights, one thing is certain. This fight will have far-reaching consequences for the sport of boxing. The winner will not only leave with a title, but also the power to shape the future of the lightweight division.